Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. I hope that you're all having a wonderful and blessed Tuesday. Here is your fourth stimulus check update and daily news report. Nearly 36 million Americans will soon receive $300 monthly payments. House Speaker Nancy Pelosi says more action will be taken to pass a bipartisan infrastructure plan very soon. Thank you so much, everyone, for being here today. This coming Friday evening, I will be giving away more $75 Amazon gift cards. To enter the giveaway, all you have to do is subscribe to my channel, like this video, and also leave a comment below. Thank you so much, everyone. House Speaker Nancy Pelosi said on Sunday, signaling turbulence ahead for a scaled-back bipartisan proposal unveiled in the Senate. President Biden has set his sights on a sweeping infrastructure bill that would both revamp the nation's roads and bridges, as well as boost spending on services including healthcare and childcare, though Republicans reject the idea that those later priorities even qualify for the label infrastructure. A bipartisan group of 10 Senate moderates reached a deal for an infrastructure plan that would cost $974 billion over 5 years and includes $579 billion in new spending. That was well below Joe Biden's current $1.7 trillion proposal, and it was unclear if it would gather enough support to pass the 50-50 Senate. If this bipartisan plan is something that can be agreed upon, I don't know how we can possibly sell it unless we know there is more to come. Biden has no intention of abandoning the rest of his vision. Pelosi appeared to be hinting at a scenario in which Congress passes a bipartisan infrastructure bill, and Democrats then follow up by pushing through a second spending measure using a process called reconciliation, which bypasses Senate rules requiring 60 votes to advance most legislation in the 100-seat chamber. Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer has said that while Democrats are seeking a bipartisan infrastructure deal, they are simultaneously pursuing reconciliation. But this would require Democrats, who have thin majorities, to be united. That could pose another challenge with party members like Senator Joe Manchin, saying he does not want to see the process overused. Around 36 million American families are receiving letters from the Internal Revenue Service, informing them that they may be eligible for monthly child tax credit payments. In a statement, the IRS stated, the expanded and newly advanceable child tax credit was authorized by the American Rescue Plan, enacted in March. The letters are going to families who may be eligible based on information they included in either their 2019 or 2020 federal income tax return, or who used a non-filers tool on the IRS.gov last year to register for an economic impact payment. According to the Internal Revenue Service, the American Rescue Plan raised the maximum child tax credit in 2021 to $3,600 for qualifying children under the age of 6, and $3,000 per child for qualifying children between ages 6 and 17. Starting this July 15, 2021, payments of $250 or $300 installments will be made monthly continuing till December 2021 and will arrive via direct deposit or a paper check. People can claim any remaining money as credit on their 2021 tax returns. Now, the nation's infrastructure is sorely in need of repair. It recently earned a C score from the American Society of Civil Engineers, which said an additional $2.6 trillion in funding is required over the next decade. President Joe Biden is pitching his plan as an investment to benefit low-income Americans, rural Americans, and others burdened by the decay or lagging modernization. Funding improvements to roads, bridges, railways, and other infrastructure has been a central piece of President Biden's recovery plans. Joe Biden has said that it will create really good-paying jobs and help the nation compete better. The price tag to fix the country's bridge repair backlog is $125 billion. And while the Biden administration and congressional Republicans spar over the size and priorities of an infrastructure bill, those bridges are rusting and corroding. Biden calls for $100 billion to build new public schools and upgrade existing buildings with better ventilation systems, updated technology labs, and improved school kitchens that can prepare more nutritious meals. Across the country, thousands of students and teachers find themselves in outdated, crumbling schools and what President Joe Biden calls a clear and present danger to our children's health. Biden wants to invest $100 billion in order to give every American access to affordable, reliable, and high-speed broadband. The proposal would build a high-speed broadband infrastructure in order to reach 100% coverage across this nation. President Biden says he is committed to working with Congress to reduce the cost of broadband internet and increase its adoption in both rural and urban areas. Biden cannot accomplish his vast plan without action from Congress. Right now, the president would need every Senate Democrat on board to pass any legislation needed, and he may even need Republicans signing on it too, if Democrats like Senators Joe Manchin and Kristen Sinema continue to oppose eliminating the filibuster. So everyone, that is the end of the video for this morning. I hope you found this video helpful today. Remember that this coming Friday evening, I will be giving away more $75 Amazon gift cards. To enter the giveaway, all you need to do is subscribe to my channel, like and share this video, and also remember to leave a comment below. Thank you so much, everyone, and have a very, very blessed Tuesday.
It's good to see you again. Let me back up into a philosophical conversation a little bit with you. As I go through the budget, it's clear, more money. That's a pretty clear aspect to the budget, is that in almost every area, increase. Some of them by very, very large percentages, 300, 400% increase from previous time periods. So I see all that. But there's also, seems to be a philosophical shift as well on how we're handling carbon. It's not reducing it, it is eliminating, and it's a jump there. So let me give you, for instance, it seems to move for transportation to electric vehicles, straight from fossil fuel to electric vehicles, skipping through the hybrid that obviously make an enormous difference. Skipping away from natural gas and other things to say, how do we find something to skip over this instead of a transition from home heating oil? For instance, all my friends in the Northeast use a lot of home heating oil that produces a lot more carbon than we do in the Midwest using natural gas. But it seems to try to make the jump. Is that a philosophical shift? Am I picking up something here that it goes from all or nothing without a transition in between?
No, I think that the recognition that there needs to be a transition is really quite loud in the sense that the technologies that will help us to transition are really supported by this administration, whether it's carbon capture. We're not skipping over. What we want to do is to assist natural gas, for example, in removing greenhouse gas emissions, whether it's carbon dioxide or methane. We want to assist the baseload fuel power sector to remove those technologies so that they can still function, but in a zero carbon environment. So it's not skipping over, it's assisting and decarbonizing.
Right, so when I look at your plan, you've got a 2035 for electricity generation to be at zero carbon, is that correct?
Right.
So the permitting question comes into that for me initially. 14